Hello there, beautiful person. I'm here to tell you that I did not have a cheat day. I did not have a cheat week. I had a cheat month and I did all the things wrong. Okay, the first thing before I even start telling you how to, get back on the wagon after having a cheat day is how do you have a successful cheat day? Instead of making it a cheat week or a cheat month, plan a cheat day. Know when you want to have your cheat day and plan ahead. I know it sounds crazy and not much fun, but I promise you it's the best thing to do. You're on a strict diet. You know you can't keep the diet as a lifestyle. So you're going to need to indulge yourself. When you indulge yourself, try and have only the best food available. Only eat food that you really crave, and try not to buy in bulk. Try not to buy a whole pie if you like pie. Just buy one slice of pie. If it's not possible to buy one slice, give other people the rest. Don't keep it in the fridge, because that's what happened to me. I had a cheat day, I had leftovers, I ate the rest, and then I got some more because I was already having a cheat week and I was already spiraling down. So why not? Just plan ahead, get in house, whatever you want to eat only the things that you really crave, only the things that it doesn't make sense to have a cheat day to eat a burger or some fries. Just get in the food that you really crave, that you really love. Like, I don't know what people crave, but get that, and not just some popcorn or anything like that. That's not really a cheat day. That's just having some extra carbs. So after you had your cheat day, the next thing you have to do is forgive yourself. That's the most important part. Guilt is going to make you fail at everything that you do. So don't sit there feeling guilty, feeling sorry for yourself. Just have fun with your cheat day, and the next day tell everybody, okay, I had a cheat day. I'm going to, start my diet. So the first thing I'm going to do, I already started, getting back into the flow of eating healthy, but I'm not really doing the keto thing, and I'm not really I'm not really consequent with intermittent fasting. Sometimes I eat at 12, sometimes I eat at 10, depending on if I'm hungry or not. But starting today, starting 8 o'clock at night. I already ate a lot less the last couple of weeks, but starting today, 8 o'clock, I'm going to start my fast. I'm going to do a 24-hour fast and drink nothing but water and black coffee. After this fast, it sounds a lot heavier than it is. If you start your fast 8 o'clock, you're going to bed maybe 10 o'clock or something. That's just 2 hours of fasting. You're not gonna die from 2 hours of fasting. Then the next morning, you've already been fasting for so many hours, and it's just another couple of hours until 8 o'clock. And then I'm probably not going to eat at 8 o'clock, so I'm going to stretch it out and eat the next morning. So it may be longer than a 24-hour fast, we'll see, but my minimum is 24 hours. And then after a 24-hour fast, the first thing I'm going to do is refuel my body with maybe vegetable broth. Normal people would do bone broth. Bone broth seems to be the holy grail for people who have been fasting. It has a lot of, vitamins and stuff in it, but I don't use animal products, so I'm going to stick with vegetable broth. They're just regular vegetables. Put it in a pot, boil it with some salt. Your body really needs, a bit of salt because you've been drinking a lot of water. And, let me tell you something. When you're fasting, when you're drinking a lot of water, every gram of glucose that you have in your body your body's going to start using the glucose because it's easy access, and your body needs energy. Even if you're just sitting, your body needs energy. And your brain uses 70% of your energy on a daily basis. So I'm going to focus on learning how to use my editing program and stuff like that. Use my brain. And then I'm going to do some sit-ups, push-ups, and walk 10,000 steps. No heavy workouts or stuff, because when you're fasting, you don't want to go crazy on your workouts. You want to, deplete your energy, your glucose, but don't go crazy, because if you really do heavy workouts, you're going to induce your stress hormones, and that's going to stop you from using glucose. The stress hormone is going to tell your body, hold on to the glucose because shit is happening and you have to just store your energy. So it's very important. If you want to lose weight, take a lot of rest. Don't do heavy workouts. That's the only way, and maybe the most important way to lose weight. Reduce stress, sleep, minimum of 8 hours. With that being said, I'm going to do some light workout, like 10,000 steps, a little, some push-ups, planking, stuff like that. And I'm going to just sit and learn how to use YouTube to activate my brain. Your brain is going to use energy, your body's going to use a little energy, and before you know it, your body is depleted of the glucose that has been stored in your body. Your body can only store a certain amount of glucose. Every gram of glucose that you use is capsuled into 3 grams of water. And that water, while the glucose is leaving your body, the water is also leaving your body. So if you lose 200 grams of glucose, you're going to use 3 times that amount of water. So 200, 400, 600, 800, that's almost a kilo. So the first kilos that you're using is going to be extremely quick, but that's mostly water weight and glucose. That's not fat. Once I'm done with my water fast, I'm going to start with a vegetable broth. Vegetable broth is nothing but boiled vegetables with some salt. You're going to need a little salt because you're losing all this water. So you're going to need a little salt. If you lose too much water, you're going to be dehydrated, and that's not a good thing. If you're dehydrated, your body's going to hold on to too much water to protect yourself. So you do need a little salt. Not having salt at all is going to cause you to have a headache too. That's why a lot of people have headaches when they're fasting or when they're on a strict diet. Just use a little salt. People always say salt is so bad, but the only thing that's really bad for you is eating too much sugar and not getting enough rest. So I'm going to have some vegetable broth. People who use animal products can do bone broth. You can buy it, or just boil meat, I guess, with water. Bone broth seems to have a lot of good qualities. Lots of people use it after they've been fasting. And that, my dear, is how you are going to get back in ketosis, and your body's going to go back to using fat as an energy source. And it may take 1 day or 2 days, maybe 3 days of fasting or eating just a little. I don't know what a normal amount is to eat on a strict diet. I guess maybe 1,500 calories. I don't think you should go below that. That doesn't sound healthy. But maybe a diet of 1,500 calories. Drink a lot of water, and that will speed up the process of you getting back into ketosis. Once you're in keto, you're going to start losing fat. Your body is going to... Remember how I told you that your brain is using 70% of energy per day just to function, just to tell you your body, move your body, put one foot next to the other and start walking. All these things that you take for granted, all these things that are just automatic, that's your brain working 70% of energy every day. So use that in your advantage. If you do keto, your brain is going to use fat to function. So it's just great how your body works. And once you start burning fat, you're going to have to eat more fat to, keep it up, to train your body to use fat to produce energy, because you're not using glucose, or you're not using as much glucose as you were used to. I'm doing a really strict ketonic diet. I use like maybe 20 grams of carbs per day. That's just a little bit of vegetables and maybe one or two berries if I'm in the mood of fruit, and just a little splash of almond milk in my coffee. But that's it for the carbs that I use. I want to do this as fast and efficient as possible, because even though I love keto, whenever I'm in keto, I feel really energized and I function really well. But the restrictions that keto has on your life, especially when you're already vegan, is huge. I can do keto really well, but after a while I get really bored. I'm going to start experimenting with different recipes and see if it helps me to retain my focus and my motivation to do keto. But to tell you the truth, to me at this point, it's more of a diet than a lifestyle. What is a lifestyle to me is, of course, intermittent fasting. I love intermittent fasting, and it's speeding up you getting into ketosis. It's speeding up you losing weight, because when you're intermittent fasting, I usually do a 16-8-hour intermittent fast. That means that I'm eating for 8 hours and then I'm fasting for 16 hours. In those 16 hours, I only drink water and black coffee, and in those 8 hours, you're resting your body, your metabolism for 16 hours. Okay, so intermittent fasting is one of the best things you can do for your body. And this is one of the things I really believe in and stand for it. So this is a lifestyle that I can do. You can cheat on intermittent fasting for whenever you want. You can prolong a fast, do a 24-hour fast every now and then. You could do a 2-day fast if you want, and then not fast. There are so many options you can do, like fast one day, eat the other day, or do one meal a day. And as I'm doing most of the time, it's just fasting for 16 hours and then eat for 8 hours. The deal with intermittent fasting is you're not eating for 16 hours. And in those 16 hours, your body can recover. Normally, people eat a minimum of 3 to 4 times a day. When you're eating, your insulin spikes. You eat, you have sugar in your food, usually a lot of sugar in your food, because you're not doing keto, you're just eating a standard American diet. So you're eating a lot of sugar, your insulin spikes. Your body doesn't need all that insulin because you're just sitting, you're having breakfast, you just woke up, you're not using any energy. So what is your body going to do with all the energy? It's going to store the energy. Your blood sugar drops, and then you're going to feel sluggish and hungry, and you start craving more sugar because your body stored all the sugar. And then you're going to eat again, you're going to feel hungry, and you're going to eat again, and the cycle just continues throughout the day. But if you're intermittent fasting, think about this. You wake up, you're not doing anything, so you don't need to eat. You don't need breakfast. Breakfast means breaking your fast. You can do that whenever you want. You don't need breakfast per se. So I eat around 1 o'clock. That's when usually I start feeling that I need some energy, because I've been doing things. I usually had, my walk, my morning walk, and my morning routine and everything. I used up all the energy that I had left in my body. And then I eat around 1 o'clock, and then I eat around 6 o'clock, and in between maybe some light snacks, but I try not to eat too much in between because of the whole blood sugar situation. I don't want stuff in my body and then it has to be depleted and then again in my body. I don't want to upset my body like that. I just want to eat strict 1, 2, or 3 times within my, how many hours do I eat? My 6-hour window. Within that 6-hour window, I want to eat just 1, 2, or 3 times. And then I stop eating a lot of food in my body around 8 o'clock. And then I'm going to slowly start to, ease into my night routine. I'm going to sleep. And in the morning, I'd still have enough energy left to fast until 1 o'clock. And then the cycle continues. My body uses up that energy, and the best thing of what I'm doing is the energy that I have in my body is all fats, and my body is fat adapted when I'm in keto, so my body is just using fat. And if I don't have fat in my system left, my body is going to use the fat that I have stored in my stomach and all those other horrible places that we don't really want to have extra fat. So it's a win. So that's it for today. I'm going to link a couple of great videos in my description box of doctors who talk about keto, doctors who talk about burning fat and intermittent fasting. I'm really passionate about intermittent fasting. I'm passionate about keto. Just not sure if I'm going to continue keto for the rest of my life. It's a really long time. Hopefully I'm going to do keto for as long as I have these extra kilos that I want to lose. And I'm very committed about plant-based eating. I don't eat any animal products. Animal products cost me a lot of problems with my gut health and allergies and stuff, so I stopped using animal products a long time ago. Go vegan. I'm so sorry for the people watching who love, the whole vegan society who loves animals and stuff. I did not go vegan for the animals. I'm eating plant-based because it's better for my health, and I do love animals. I really do. But I would never judge a person who eats animal products. I just think it's better for me not to eat animal products. But if it's your thing, just go ahead and eat animals. So this whole month, I'm going to talk about resetting your life. I'm not talking about resetting your life and make one video on the 1st of June, because that's the same BS that people do on the 1st of January. You make a commitment that you're not going to keep. The perfect reset is whenever you make a mistake and you correct it. It doesn't have to be on the 1st of any month. It doesn't have to be a perfect time. You just do the things you're supposed to be doing at the moment you feel like it. And right now it's the 6th of August, and I feel like changing back into, good routine. So next week I am going to talk about apps on your phone that you can use to stick to your routines. So subscribe, don't miss out on next week's episode, and maybe hit the like button. I'll see you soon. Bye. Ketosis. As a matter of fact, don't do what I do. Listen to a professional, because I'm not a professional. This is a disclaimer if you haven't noticed it yet. I'm not a professional. I'm just telling you what works for me.